Hey, it's Clay. Welcome to another video. This is going to be a golf swing analysis. This is my own swing, and I'm going to use this as kind of the starting point. One of my goals with this channel is to talk about my own progress as I attempt to try to make some swing changes. I want to give some insight as to the journey that I've gone if you're interested in making changes of your own or just learning more about the golf swing. This can kind of be a starting point reference. For context, I've been playing golf my entire life. I played competitively in high school and in college. And then I took a few years away from the game as I was starting a family and beginning a career. And just in the last year, really, I've had a chance to get back into it, and it has really reignited my passion for the game. I really have fallen head over heels again in love with golf. And so part of that is just studying my own golf swing and gaining more insight and knowledge, and also attempting to improve some of my mechanics. And I think this journey is really fascinating. So this swing is from last fall of 2018, and at this point, really, I had started to get serious about trying to make some changes and doing some video recording. And basically, I took a video, and I really didn't like what I saw, and it was just very eye-opening, kind of like if you've ever heard an audio recording of your own voice for the first time, it can be very unnerving. That was kind of a similar experience for me. And then really since then, I've kind of done a couple of things. Like, first of all, I have started to do a lot of study of the golf swing. I've been watching a lot of videos on the internet and reading a lot of books, and there is no shortage of information on golf swing theory to be found. And so I've been trying to ingest it all, and I'm still in the process of doing that. And then secondly, I've also gotten a couple of online lessons, which have been very, very helpful to give me better insight as to what's going on. So I'm pulling from all of that. And what I want to do today is to go a little bit more in-depth and detail in my own swing. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to play it a few times, and you can watch it all the way through. Okay, let's slow it down a little bit. One more time, even slower. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to talk about what I think are the big ideas, and then maybe after that we'll kind of go through it from start to finish a little bit more. But as far as the big ideas go, I think the primary thing, if you were to watch anything, is to watch the action of my right knee. I really think that the right knee is probably the most important bit of my swing that I need to kind of work on. And so let's watch it again now with some attention to that. You can see, or if we pause there, here at the top of the backswing, it really hasn't moved much, if any at all. And if anything, it maybe has gone slightly forward, which is just crazy. I guess maybe back just a tiny bit, like to about here. So part way through, and then right about there, it has even before I've gotten to the top of my swing, it has started to move back and to gain more flex. And so the first idea is that in the backswing, my right knee stays too flexed. Okay? And some of this even starts at setup. I would say at setup, I probably have too many angles, right? If I draw this angle and this angle and this angle, these curves here are too strong. They need to be more upright. And so that would also cause me to, you can't really see the angle of the camera isn't so good, but just trust me, it's toe up, and my hands are sitting very low. So my hands need to move up higher. I need to press that angle down so the shaft is more upright, and I need to have less angle here at the knee and at the hip. Then as I move through the backswing, I need to straighten the right knee. It needs to be moving this direction so that it would allow this hip to go back and this shoulder to go back. It's all kind of from the ground up dependent upon the right knee doing its job more correctly. Okay? Then, as we come back down, watch that movement right there. So let's just even set it from the top approximately. Let's draw a line here at the front of my right knee, and let's just track it. Let's just track this a few times through. I mean, look at how much that right knee is moving forward. Even if I extend this a little bit, you know, that is a tremendous amount of right knee movement this way towards the ball. And so what that really does is it causes me to early extend in a big way, because when I get to the top of the swing, I haven't turned enough. So, you know, that has a trickle-down effect. If you watch my arms, they're getting kind of behind me. And as I really get to the top, I definitely have some overswing. I've definitely got some where my wrist is flexing too much, and my arms continue to move and kind of break down, but my body really hasn't continued to turn whatsoever. Secondly, it causes me to get very steep. The angle of this club shaft here is very, very steep in coming at the ball. And then, you know, ultimately this hip is moving way forward as well. There's the maximum early extension. I really don't have any forward shaft lean. You know, I'm almost kind of flipping at the ball with more of a flop shot. And you're really lacking any kind of body rotation. Just look at how square and upright my body is even here after impact, right? Only about now do I really even start turning through the ball. And a lot of it kind of comes back to the movement of that right knee. Okay, so with all that in mind, let's start back over again and take more of a deep dive. Now again, setup I talked about. I think grip is okay, but I think my posture, my angles should be much more upright to enable me to, you know, get those hips moving in a little bit better direction. So as I come back into my takeaway, you know, the plane the club on is okay. I have a little bit of a movement here where I push the hands out away from me. If I just take a second here and draw a line on my hands, like kind of in this position, you'll see that they really move out and then up. I think it would be better if they were kind of tracking more on to stay within this little box for a longer period of time instead of moving kind of out and away from me. Then more straightening of the knee, more opening of the hip, more movement of the shoulders, less of the arms getting kind of back behind me and over swinging. Okay, then as I come down, if this right knee were maintaining, that would really enable this left hip to go this way. So what I really want to be seeing right at this point is that, you know, so if this was my tush line, my right hip kind of stays maybe at this position, and then the left hip really, like I said, drives open and back at a 45-degree angle. You know, you can see there really is no hip rotation to speak of whatsoever. It would be much better if I would hold this position in and push back. That would cause me to hold this spine angle better, you know, between my head and my tush. And, you know, again, at impact, this is my spine angle. So look at how much my spine angle has changed. And then we come through. So that is the starting point for my swing. I think a lot of things to work on. But please stay tuned and subscribe, and I will have more videos of this to follow up here to show you the changes that I have made in the time being. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.